is Dana Smith. I'm a registered dietitian. I work to educate people about healthy diet choices. When I talk to them about diet, there are three things that I like to emphasize. I like to tell them that they need to have variety in their diet, they need to remember to have moderation, and they need to have balance. When you consider the protein that you can get from beef, you have the same amount of protein that you could get from beef if you were looking toward getting it from vegetable protein sources such as beans. With beans, you would have to eat twice as many calories to get the same amount of protein. If you turn to peanut butter, you'd have to eat 3 times as many calories to get the same amount of protein. So beef is a really good protein option to have in your diet. What I like best about beef is the fact that it is iron rich. The number one nutrient deficiency worldwide is iron deficiency anemia. Iron is necessary as part of our blood to transport oxygen. If you are anemic and you're missing iron, you're going to feel sluggish, you're going to feel tired, you're not going to feel like doing the things that you need to do. Chances are you might feel cold, have some just trouble regulating your body temperature. Maybe you might not be able to think and be as sharp as you would like to be if you're missing your iron. Iron is very important to you. I mentioned that it's the number one nutrient deficiency worldwide, so you're probably, or maybe you're thinking, that affects developing countries. What about industrialized countries? Believe it or not, iron deficiency anemia is the number one nutrient deficiency right here in the U.S. Industrialized countries really don't have problems with nutrient deficiencies except for iron deficiency anemia. When we consider iron deficiency anemia, you think, well, I still don't see the effects of it like I see when I think about protein calorie malnutrition. And you're right, the effects are more subtle, but they are there. They cause people to have more health problems if they're iron deficient than if they had enough iron. It can lead to premature death just because they're anemic. They're more likely to become sick with other things, and certainly it can lead to a loss of income because people miss work and they don't feel like working like they should. When I think about anemia, the people that I think about it affecting most often include children, women of childbearing years, and also elderly people. Let's consider the children for a bit. Maybe they're not consuming the good sources of iron that we would like them to, maybe because they have trouble chewing like adults do. A lot of times they don't like to eat food that's tough to chew. So when you're looking for a great source of iron for your children, look toward beef that you can cook with moist heat methods and also ground beef, because it's both, are great sources of iron, and it will help your children in that. Help them do better in school and just generally help them be what they can be as they're growing. When you consider women of childbearing years, the toll that it takes on the body to be pregnant and produce a baby, deplete your iron stores. With women that are pregnant, they do need to have adequate iron, and where better to get it than with beef. It's just a great source of iron. Older people have a lot of things going on with them that we need to consider from a nutrition standpoint. As people age, their metabolism slows down, so they need to eat fewer calories, but at the same time, their absorption of many nutrients, including iron and calcium, zinc, decreases. So there's the challenge of getting enough nutrition in them while having fewer calories. That is another place where beef can be wonderful for them. It provides an excellent source of iron. It also provides an excellent source of zinc. And while I haven't mentioned zinc, zinc is needed to help our immune system. If we want to stay well, we need to have enough zinc, and the great place to get it would be your beef. Other things that beef has to offer includes vitamin B12. B12 is only available in animal sources, so vegans a lot of times to look towards supplements for their B12. People that eat meat can get lots of B12 from beef, and that's a great thing. B6 is abundant in beef, so is choline and phosphorus. Overall, when I consider beef, I think of it as being a key example of a nutrient-dense food. When I use the term nutrient dense, what I'm referring to is you get a lot of nutrition for the amount of calories that you're eating. Beef is a wonderful part of a diet, and as a registered dietitian, it is one food that I call by name and encourage my clients to consume.